What if I told you there's a single silent habit destroying your energy, draining your masculinity, and anchoring you in mediocrity, and yet you indulge in it daily without question? You wake up tired, drag yourself through the day, and wonder why you're stuck in the same loop, weak, unmotivated, and far from the man you dream to be. But this isn't about shame, it's about truth. You see, the world has normalized it. They say it's harmless, they say it's healthy, but here's the question. If it's so harmless, why do you feel like a shell of yourself after every time? Why do you feel guilt creeping in, your motivation fading out, and your goals slipping further away? This isn't just a bad habit, it's a psychological trap. Every time you give in, your brain is flooded with dopamine, your reward chemical. You feel pleasure without effort, satisfaction without achievement. And slowly, this rewires your mind. It tells you that comfort is enough, that short-term pleasure is worth more than long-term purpose. You're not just wasting energy, you're eroding your will. This is exactly what the Stoics warned us about long before modern science confirmed it. Seneca said, "No man is free who is a slave to his body." That's not metaphor, that's a map. If you can't say no to yourself, you've already said no to your future. So the real question is this: are you free? Or are you merely indulging your captivity? The ancient Stoics weren't monks, they weren't weak. They were warriors, emperors, and thinkers who shaped civilization, and they all shared one principle: mastery over self. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." What does that mean in our world? It means you stop looking at your impulses as harmless. You start recognizing that every time you choose comfort over growth, you are feeding your enemy, your weaker self. You see, pleasure in excess isn't pleasure. It becomes poison, and the Stoics knew this. They saw indulgence not as reward, but as risk. Because when you give your body what it wants all the time, your mind forgets how to lead. That's why real masculinity, unshakable, grounded masculinity, starts not in your muscles, not in your money, but in your discipline. The man who can delay gratification owns himself. The man who resists the scream of his urges owns his future. The man who says no today earns the right to say yes to greatness tomorrow. Every great man in history chose this. They chose discomfort, they chose restraint, and in doing so they unlocked their most powerful weapon, clarity of purpose. So if you want to rise, if you want to truly live like a modern-day Stoic, then understand this: self-mastery isn't optional. It's the beginning of everything. So how do you escape? How do you break the chains, silence the craving, and take your power back? The Stoics gave us a path, 3 ancient principles, timeless, proven. And all of them still apply today. Epictetus declared, "No man is truly free who is not master of himself." And he was right. This isn't about suppression. It's about elevation. Every time you resist the urge, your discipline grows stronger. Every moment you stay in control, your mind becomes sharper. You are not punishing yourself. You are preparing yourself for clarity, for confidence, for command over your own life. You're not failing because you're weak. You're failing because you're empty. Your energy has nowhere meaningful to go. The Stoics taught that without a strong sense of purpose, a man is directionless. What's your mission? Build a business. Train your body, learn a craft, serve a cause greater than yourself. Fill the void with vision, and the urge to escape will lose its power. Sexual energy is the most potent force inside a man. The ancient warriors, the Renaissance masters, even visionaries like Nikola Tesla, You that when you redirect this fire into your goals, you become unstoppable. Stop wasting it on pixels. Stop squandering it on moments you regret. Use it to fuel your hustle, sharpen your edge, and light up the world with your purpose. When you do this, when you apply these 3 pillars, something inside you changes, you wake up energized, your thoughts become clearer. Your focus sharpens, your testosterone climbs, you feel powerful again, alive, present. This is what the Stoics called true freedom. Not freedom to do whatever you want, but the freedom to not be a slave to your weakness. You were not born to kneel to your urges. You were born to rise above them.